Indonesia, a captivating archipelago nestled in Southeast Asia, boasts not only breathtaking landscapes, but also a treasure trove of astonishing secrets that will leave you utterly spellbound. From its rich cultural tapestry to the jaw-dropping wonders of nature, Indonesia is a country that beckons exploration and discovery. But what if I told you there are shocking facts about this mesmerizing nation that have remained hidden from the mainstream? Today we embark on an eye-opening journey to uncover the lesser-known facets of Indonesia, revealing stories that will challenge your perceptions and spark your curiosity. Indonesia, officially known as the Republic of Indonesia, is a country nestled in the heart of Southeast Asia and Oceania, with over 177,000 islands, each with its unique charm. From the bustling streets of Java to the serene beauty of Sumatra, Indonesia is the world's largest archipelagic state, spanning an impressive 1,945,669 square kilometers. With a whopping 735,000 people, it's the fourth most populous country globally, making it a vibrant and lively nation. The island of Java, the most populous island globally, is home to more than half of Indonesia's population. Speaking of diversity, Indonesia is a presidential republic with an elected legislature. It boasts 38 provinces, each with its unique identity, and 9 of them hold special status. The bustling metropolis of Jakarta, the capital, stands as the world's second most populous urban area. Indonesia shares its borders with Papua New Guinea, East Timor, and the eastern part of Malaysia. If that's not enough, it has maritime borders with countries like Singapore, Vietnam, Thailand, the Philippines, Australia, Palau, and India. Despite being densely populated, Indonesia is a country of contrasts. It has vast areas of wilderness that support some of the world's highest levels of biodiversity. The Indonesian archipelago has been a hub for trade since the 7th century. Imagine the Shaya and Majapahit kingdoms trading with China and the Indian subcontinent. It's like a historical marketplace. Over the years, local rulers absorbed foreign influences, and Hindu and Buddhist kingdoms flourished. Later, Muslim traders brought Islam, and during the Age of Discovery, European powers vied for control of the Spice Islands. After 3.5 centuries of Dutch colonialism, Indonesia finally secured its independence post, World War II. Since then, it's been a turbulent journey, facing challenges like natural disasters, corruption, and a process of democratization. But through it all, a unique identity emerged, defined by the motto, Bhinneka Tunggal Ika, which translates to unity in diversity. It encapsulates a national language, cultural diversity, religious pluralism within a Muslim-majority population, and a history of colonialism and rebellion against it. Indonesia boasts the world's 16th largest nominal GDP and the 7th largest by PPP. It's the world's 3rd largest democracy, a regional power, and a significant player in global affairs. Indonesia is a proud member of various international organizations including the United Nations, World Trade Organization, G20 and more, showcasing its role on the global stage. Number 1. Home to over 100 endangered animals, a land where the Sumatran tiger prowls, the Sumatran rhinoceros roams, and the mighty Komodo dragon reigns. Indonesia is truly a playground for some of the rarest and most beautiful creatures on our planet. Meet the intelligent and charismatic orangutans swinging through the treetops, the Anoa, the world's smallest buffalo, and the stunning merak or peafowl flaunting its vibrant plumage. And let's not forget the tarsier, a tiny primate with big, adorable eyes reminiscent of Dobby the house elf from Harry Potter. Indonesia occupies just 1% of Earth's land area, yet its rainforests are like treasure troves, housing 10% of the world's known plant species, 12% of all mammal species, and a whopping 17% of all known bird species. But with great beauty comes great responsibility. Unfortunately, many of these species are teetering on the brink of extinction due to various threats including habitat loss and poaching. Conservation efforts are crucial to ensure the survival of these magnificent creatures. Number 2. The world's biggest young population. Indonesia, with its stunning landscapes and vibrant cultures, is not just a tourist destination, it's home to 165 million people under the age of 30. That's like having the entire population of a big country all under 30. Only 8% of the Indonesian population is older than 60 years of age. That means the majority of the population is young, energetic, and full of potential. Now you might be wondering why Indonesia is so youthful. Let's rewind a bit to 1964 when Indonesia implemented a family planning program. It was a relatively effective initiative aimed at controlling population growth. Now, despite the success of this program, the youth population still continues to surge. The fascinating part is that, even with the family planning efforts, Indonesia's population growth is projected to surpass the current population of the United States if nothing changes. That's like overtaking one of the most populous countries on Earth. So, what does the future hold for Indonesia? Well, unless there are further interventions, the youth population is expected to play an increasingly significant role. Imagine the potential, the talent, and the dynamism that Indonesia's young population brings to the table. Number 3. Home to the largest volcanic lake on Earth. If you thought lakes were just peaceful bodies of water, think again. Lake Toba, nestled within the colossal supervolcano in northern Sumatra, Indonesia, is a true behemoth. It's not just a lake, it's a geological masterpiece, 100 kilometers long, 30 kilometers wide, and a jaw-dropping 500 meters deep, making it the largest natural volcanic lake on the planet. Yes, you heard that right. The largest. Lake Toba is more than just scenic beauty, it's a living testament to Earth's explosive history. Around 70,000 years ago, this very spot witnessed one of the most colossal eruptions known to humanity. I'm talking about a mega eruption, the kind that reshapes the world. Scientists believe that this eruption was the largest known explosive event on Earth. The supervolcanic eruption had such a catastrophic impact that it's estimated to have wiped out a significant portion of the human population at that time. Can you imagine the power? Imagine a land where each sunrise unveils a new paradise and every sunset paints a different horizon. That's the magic of Indonesia. Now let's get down to the numbers. The Indonesian Coordinating Ministry for Maritime Affairs claims that there are precisely 17,504 islands that make up this incredible archipelago. But hey, with climate change doing its thing, this number might change in the future. It's like nature's very own puzzle. From the pristine, palm-fringed islets that seem almost too perfect to be real to the dense jungle volcanoes rising majestically from the frothy seawaters, Indonesia is a visual feast for the eyes. It's not just an archipelago, it's a masterpiece crafted by Mother Nature herself. Did you know that Indonesia's archipelago is the largest in the world? That's right, it's like the Earth decided to play a game of Tetris, and Indonesia won the grand prize. But it's not just about the numbers, it's about the incredible diversity that these islands bring to the table. Indonesia isn't just a geographical wonder, it's a cultural kaleidoscope. With each island you'll find unique traditions, languages, and cuisines. It's like having a whole world within one country. From Bali's vibrant festivals to Sumatra's rich tapestry of heritage, there's always something new to discover. As sea levels rise, these islands may face challenges. The number 17,504 might shift, but what won't change is the resilience of the Indonesian people and the breathtaking beauty that these islands offer. A colossal structure that dates back to the 9th century, standing tall amidst lush landscapes, that's Borobudur for you. Constructed during ancient times, this architectural marvel is the largest Buddhist temple on the entire planet. With 1,460 relief panels adorning the walls of Borobudur, it makes for the biggest and most complete collection of Buddhist reliefs in the world. Each panel tells a story, a visual journey through the teachings of Buddhism. Borobudur isn't just a temple, it's a pilgrimage site dedicated to the revered Lord Buddha. The journey begins at the base and follows a footpath around the temple. As you ascend, you're not just climbing stairs, you're traversing through the realms of Buddhist cosmology. The temple's architecture symbolizes Buddhist cosmology with three main levels: the world of desire, the world of forms, and the world of formlessness. Each level represents a step towards enlightenment, mirroring the spiritual journey of those who embark on this pilgrimage. Borobudur houses a mind-blowing 54 Buddha statues. Can you believe that? It's like a serene army of enlightenment greeting you at every turn. These statues are not just sculptures, they're a profound expression of devotion and artistry, each crafted with meticulous detail. Standing amidst these statues, you can't help but feel the spiritual energy that permeates the entire temple complex. The capital punishment methods in Indonesia have remained unchanged since 1964. The death penalty is only enforced in severe cases primarily related to drug trafficking or murder. Prisoners often spend a considerable amount of time in jail before their death sentence is carried out. We're talking about a lengthy process involving trial courts, 2 appellate courts, and then a consideration of clemency by none other than the Indonesian president. Imagine going through all of that. It's quite a complex and exhaustive system. But that's not all. After all these legal hoops, if everything fails, prisoners and their families are given a chilling 72 hours notice of their impending execution. The execution usually takes place on Nusa Kambangan Island. Picture this. A prisoner who has been through years of legal battles is suddenly woken up in the middle of the night. They are then blindfolded and taken to an unknown remote location. At this point, the prisoner is faced with an eerie choice: stand or sit. It's a decision that adds an extra layer of psychological weight to an already grim situation. And who carries out this final act? A firing squad composed of armed soldiers. The gravity of this method is hard to ignore. It's an execution by a firing squad, a method that's not commonly seen in many parts of the world today. Now, while we may have our own opinions on the death penalty, it's essential to recognize the significance and impact it has on the lives of those involved. When we think of Indonesia, our minds might wander to its stunning beaches, rainforests, and vibrant culture. But did you know that hidden within the majestic Sudirman Mountains lies the Grasberg mine, boasting the world's largest gold reserve, an estimated $40 billion worth of gold? That's right, 40 billion. Now let me take you on a journey to uncover the remarkable story of the Grasberg mine. Our adventure begins in 1936 when the Dutch geologist Jean-Jacques Doyembe embarked on a hike up Mount Castien, the world's highest island peak nestled in the heart of West Papua. Little did he know that this expedition would lead to the accidental discovery of the Grasberg mine. Fast forward to today, and the Grasberg mine is a marvel in itself. Perched at an altitude of 14,000 feet above sea level, this gold mine is not your typical walk in the park. The Sudirman Mountains provide a breathtaking backdrop, but getting there is no easy feat. You see, the Grasberg mine's location makes it quite the challenge to access. Surrounded by rugged terrains, it's not your everyday adventure. However, for those craving a taste of the extraordinary, tours can be arranged to witness the sheer magnitude of this colossal gold reserve. The Grasberg mine not only holds vast amounts of gold but also significant deposits of copper. It's like Mother Nature decided to gift Indonesia with a double whammy. Number 8 world record for the largest packet of instant noodles. We all love a quick and tasty bowl of instant noodles, right? But did you know that Indonesia, the land of incredible surprises, holds the world record for the largest packet of instant noodles? It all revolves around Indomie, the heavyweight champion of instant noodles. They're not just the largest producer in the country, but in the entire world. And when you're at the top, why not go big? This colossal packet of instant noodles weighed 1,465 pounds. To put it in perspective, that's roughly 8,000 times heavier than your typical run-of-the-mill instant noodle packet. I mean, just imagine the size of the pot you'd need to cook that up. It's like a noodle lover's dream come true. When they unveiled this gigantic creation, the whole country celebrated this noodle triumph. It's not every day you see a packet of noodles breaking records and capturing the hearts of millions. Number 9, a lake that changes color. A lake that changes color like a chameleon? Yes, you heard it right. Nestled in the heart of Indonesia is the Kelimutu volcano, and at its summit, something truly magical happens. You might be wondering, how on earth does a lake change color? Well, my friends, it's all about the chemistry of nature. As you ascend the Kelimutu volcano, you're in for a breathtaking surprise. The magic unfolds when you reach the summit, where not 1 but 3 crater lakes await you. What makes it even more fascinating is that these lakes undergo a spectacular color transformation. Picture this. One lake can be a vibrant turquoise, another a deep green, and the third an intense red. So what's the secret behind this kaleidoscopic phenomenon? It's all about the volcanic gases beneath the surface. When the water interacts with these gases, it triggers a chemical reaction, resulting in this mind-blowing color show. Nature truly is an artist, don't you think? Now each lake has its own distinct personality, and the colors can vary over time. It's like a living canvas painted by the earth itself. Number 10, 100 active volcanoes. Indonesia's unique position along the Pacific Ring of Fire makes it a hotspot for volcanoes. Picture this, a whopping 127 active volcanoes scattered across the archipelago. Among them, Mount Merapi and Cute are considered the real troublemakers, often showing off their fiery personalities. Most of these volcanoes are part of the impressive 3,000-kilometer-long Sunda Arc. This geological wonder traces a path along some of Indonesia's most iconic locations: Sumatra, Lesser Sunda Islands, Sunda Strait, Java, Nusa Tenggara, and Flores. It's like a volcanologist's dream come true right here on Earth. Indonesia has seen its fair share of destructive volcanic eruptions. The title for the most destructive and deadliest eruption goes to Krakatoa in 1883. This catastrophic event claimed more than 36,000 lives, making it one of the deadliest volcanic eruptions in recorded history. The eruption of Krakatoa was so powerful that its thunderous roar was heard all the way in Perth, Australia, and 50 other places around the world. It's hard to fathom the sheer force of nature that can bridge such vast distances. Number 11. Headhunting. In the annals of Indonesian history, there's a chapter that involves a rather unusual practice: headhunting. Now, before you conjure up images of warriors wielding machetes, let me clarify, this isn't about taking heads as trophies. It's a belief rooted in the past, where some communities thought that bringing home a body part of the deceased would grant them power over that person in the afterlife. Thankfully, times have changed, and we've moved away from such practices. Today, remnants of this belief are found in a much tamer setting, the harvest festival known as Pangi. No need to worry, there are no beheadings involved. Instead, coconuts step in as substitutes. Pangi is a non-violent ritual where communities participate in a harvest festival. In this festival, they perform ceremonies to ensure a fruitful harvest. And yes, coconuts play a crucial role. They are used symbolically to represent the past tradition of bringing home body parts. It's a unique blend of history and contemporary culture. Number 12. Half of all Indonesians live on less than $2 per day. In Indonesia, there's a noticeable gap between the haves and the have-nots. Picture this, roughly half of the population is getting by on less than $2 a day. To put it in perspective, that's about 28,000 Indonesian rupiah. The average wage for the entire country is just $280. So when we talk about half the population living on less than $2 a day, we're not exaggerating. It's a reality many Indonesians face daily. It's essential to understand these facts to grasp the economic landscape of Indonesia. While the country boasts incredible cultural diversity and natural beauty, there's an undeniable economic disparity. It's not all doom and gloom, but it's a side of Indonesia that often gets overshadowed. And there you have it, folks. A quick glimpse into some surprising facts about Indonesia. If you found this info interesting, give us a thumbs up, and don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more eye-opening content. As always, thanks for tuning in, and I'll catch you in the next one. Until then, take it easy.